My favorite is when I get like a FaceTime or somebody sees me and they're like, "Oh, are you tired?" And
Oh,
like,
just tell me I look like crap.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's basically the same exact thing,
Yeah,
but
thank you.
a nicer way.
Yeah, you look tired today.
Yeah.
I didn't think so. I wouldn't have known if you guys didn't tell me. Kristen's got a nice A+ outfit on.
Yeah.
Look at her.
look
She's
good.
looking like a girl.
I was feeling
all
pink.
girly.
I
Yep.
was feeling pink.
Butterfly clip too. Is that
Yeah.
a butterfly? Yeah, nice
Butterfly
touch.
clip.
She's learned how to
Man.
clip up her hair.
I know.
We still have to learn how to curl our hair.
Yeah, that is true.
It is
Still have to learn a lot of
absolutely
things.
hysterical watching her try to do it in the mirror because everything's backwards.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I cannot look at a mirror and then do something to me. I'm like, I can't.
I get that.
Especially my left hand. This guy, it's
Oh,
useless.
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Can't do anything.
That's like sometimes I'll cut my own hair and trying to like do the left. I'm like looking in the mirror. I'm like, wait, I have to like feel it. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
I get it.
I can't do it.
I've
There's
gotten
still a
good
lot
at
of
it,
things.
There could be some funny videos about that. Like watching people try to do things in the
That
mirror.
would have been a funny me attempting that one time
To curl your hair.
to curl my hair. That could have been that could have
That would
gone
be funny.
viral. It was so bad.
If you had like hidden cams on people or whatever, and that was just like an Instagram page that you could just land on or a YouTube page. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Gosh,
amazing.
the downfalls of growing up with brothers and not sisters.
Didn't have anybody to show you how to curl your hair.
Gosh.
Yeah. Or curl your hair with.
Yeah, we're getting there.
It worked out for the
working on
volley. It worked out for the volleyball and the sports
Yeah.
team, though. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's give and
Perfect.
take. Yeah, give and take. Well, happy to have you guys back. You guys just got back from Brazil, right? Or well, a couple.
Brasilia?
When did you guys get back?
Brasilia.
Oh my goodness. We
Do
got
you
back
want to hear our
Monday.
schedule?
I would
Yeah.
love to. Yes.
Yeah, this is good. This
Oh
is
my
good.
gosh.
Do you want to tell it?
No, you were already practicing.
That is true. So yeah, so we make it to Sunday. We make it to championship
Yes.
game. Got a little silver. This
Yep.
little guy.
That's it. New
Would like to
hardware.
would like to have this guy, but we'll take it.
Silver's
It
still
was
nice, yeah.
very nice to be back on the podium.
Yes.
But yeah, so we play Sunday night. We get to our hotel room probably around like 11-ish
Yeah.
after we went to a nice Brazilian. Is it like a steakhouse? Or it's
Yeah.
a-
You know
it's
where they
called
come
something.
over
Oh,
and they
yeah.
cut the
They got the
meat for
Texas
you.
de
Yeah.
Brazil one here,
Yeah.
Fogo de Chao's, right?
Oh.
So we're gonna.
You
yeah.
know,
Not
we-
Fogo de Chao.
we say it wrong.
Perfect. I figured by you guys telling me the pronunciation.
It's Fogo de Show.
And then he said you have to be more dramatic. Fogo de Chao.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
it is. Wow.
We were like, wow, all Americans have been saying it wrong.
That's how we're just tell
It
every
means
American.
fire on the floor.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
interesting.
know why they named a restaurant that, but you know.
But yeah, we went and ate a lot of the meats.
Every single time, they would bring one over. Kristen would be like, "Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, sure, why not?" She had an entire plate full of meat, and she would take like one bite, and then they would bring another thing, and she was like, her eyes
Okay,
got so
because
big.
I kept getting like the very fatty parts. And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't want to just eat straight fat.
Yeah.
So I did every single time. I was like,
Why not?
Yeah.
Give me more.
I think that's the point of that place. Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as it's on
exactly.
green, right? Do they have the
Yeah,
green and the red?
they didn't
like,
have
They
the-
did not.
okay, okay.
No.
That's
They
just an
would-
American thing again.
They would bring
Probably.
things over, and they would say it in Portuguese, and then we would be like, "That's not helpful." We have-
Need more information.
yeah. Anyway, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, we get back. It's like 11 o'clock. We obviously can't go to sleep. We're still just like thinking about the game and everything. Finally, go to sleep at 12:30. Our shuttle picks us up at 2 a.m. in the morning because our flight is at 5 a.m. So we have a quick little like hour and a half flight, 2-hour flight.
Yep.
So I passed out for like an hour on that flight. She didn't sleep at all. We finally get to our next flight, which leaves at like 9:30, which is a 9.5-hour flight to Atlanta.
yeah.
I slept for I had 2 naps. I had 2 about hour and a half naps. We get to Atlanta at, what time did we get there? It was like 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have a 2-hour layover in Atlanta. Another hour flight to New Orleans. Get to New Orleans at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. So throughout that span of the day, had about 4 naps.
Yeah.
No sleep, 4 naps
naps.
after playing 2 games the day before.
And a whole tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah.
casual.
Yeah.
Next morning, wake up at like 7 because we were still on like Brazilian time. We got to go to my high school to
Yes,
Mount Carmel to
saw
do
that.
It was
a
wild.
nice assembly.
Yeah.
Crazy. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Had to go do that though. From there, go to a photo shoot with our new water sponsor, Eva Moore.
Oh my God.
Do a
Let's go.
shoot there. Have to drive to Baton Rouge. I crazy was unwell. I got a very bad migraine. I was like knocked out. She had to go to a meeting by
It was
herself.
4 hours.
A 4-hour meeting solo?
3 hours, yeah, all by myself.
Ugh.
So she doesn't get home until like 11 o'clock that night on Tuesday. Knocks out. I was unwell. Very, very unwell.
I love the word unwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Then, so that was Tuesday. Yesterday,
The next morning we had to wake up. We went to the gym, and then
Had another
we had
meeting.
another meeting at 9, and then
had to go get a massage at Trifecta. Shout out.
Yeah.
Best massage out
Trifecta
there.
best massages.
Anna
Did a
Couture,
massage, then
legend.
had our little podium party at Mango's that night. Didn't get home until midnight ish.
Yeah.
And then
Woke
now
up this
it's
morning,
Thursday.
had finger therapy, and here we are.
And that is
Seriously,
our
we have had no time to do anything.
Yeah.
I looked at my phone. I had like 7,000 messages, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I haven't responded for 3 days." But
Yeah.
I'm not ignoring people. It's just when you're going from thing to thing, that's not at the top of your brain.
But yeah, when we say our schedule is wild, I feel like the last like 3 days explains it very well. Like
You
get back
forgot
from a
another
tournament
photo
and then you're
shoot
like
in
boom, boom,
between.
boom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dermalogica.
we
For
did.
another
For
one?
Dermalogica, we had
my God.
people come and do some shots yesterday at practice. I wouldn't even call it a practice what we did, but
You
And
moved
it's
around
hot
on
as
the-
blazes outside.
Yeah, they just turned the heat up all of a sudden here.
Yeah.
It's like everything was nice a couple of weeks ago, and now it's
Yeah,
middle
we
of
come
summer
back.
it's
immediately.
supposed to get in the 90s.
Yes,
Yeah.
94.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Better get that air conditioning working at the apartment.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then our air condition. We get back and the air conditioner doesn't work.
Just throwing all the elements at you guys.
They really are. They're
Yeah.
like, what else can Taryn and Kristen handle?
Yeah.
Throw it at them.
Well, I'm glad that we got a little time here to catch up and
Yeah.
put it on film at least and document your guys' crazy ass journey right now. That's wild, but
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
yeah, with all that being said, like I would continue to pick this life and
absolutely.
would
Oh, yeah, it's
love
way
all
more
of
fun
it.
than just being bored.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, no, absolutely, and I'm sure time is flying. Like that's like the thing
That's
too,
all-
right? Like
How is it May?
I know,
I literally said in the car, we're like, we
Yeah.
are already in May.
yeah.
And then I was like, one more month and the year is half over.
Yeah. It is crazy. I was talking to somebody about January the other day, like something, and I was like, oh, that was 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh
This is happening fast.
gosh.
Yeah.
It's
Wild.
crazy.
Yeah, wild. And I can't imagine how fast it's happening for you guys too, because not only has this been your lifestyle, but this year is obviously just a crazy year, and
Yeah.
with Paris coming up and everything. So this kind of stuff is, I mean, again, things that you have waited for your whole life, but doesn't change the fact that it's a lot on your guys' plate, stressful, and you guys have a lot of friendships, relationships, people to see, please hang out with, all that stuff, and try to keep yourself sane. So
Yeah.
good for you guys.
Speaking
I mean,
of, last night at Mango's was a lot of fun. The podium party.
That's
was
awesome.
We had
so
a good
much
time.
fun.
It's always, yeah.
did they host it for you?
Mm-hmm.
So they just like invite a bunch of people, all the regulars and things like that, and all
Yeah,
your people
and
and fans
I
and
think
stuff.
it was finals night for one of the divisions, so it was
Ah.
fun to just have those
Yeah,
people that
exactly.
you see out there all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then they were playing for once, and we were just hanging out. So
Yeah, that's nice.
it was a nice flip.
That
Yeah.
is nice. That's good. And that's your guys' home where you guys practice. So shout out to Mango's. We always show them a little love here in Baton
Yeah.
Rouge
Yeah.
off Sherwood, right? Sherwood
Yeah.
Forest.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's literally our home.
Yep.
It is.
Home away from home. Yeah. So Brazil brought home some hardware. Second place. That's awesome. Who'd you guys play in the finals? I forget.
Brazil.
Brazil. Was
Oh
it?
my gosh.
You could not hear. So Kristen and I talk a little bit in between every
Yeah.
point, and I was like, "Do you have the medal?" And just screaming as loud as I can. And she didn't even look over. I was like, "Oh my gosh, she can't even hear me."
Because so
And-
many people.
Yeah,
There
they are
were
rowdy. And the
so-
entire time. It's not like, I feel like in America, it's like, oh, a good point happens, you're like cheering. They cheer the entire time.
That's
They
awesome.
had the shakers,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
had the
yeah.
clappers, they had the little cymbals, they had people screaming, and it was like
Yeah.
Brazil, and I was,
And you're
I was
playing
like,
Brazil. Yeah,
yeah, I was
yeah.
kind of cheering along, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Wait,
and,
we're playing against them. Stop it.
and dude
they're
at
so
AP,
catchy.
we're definitely like feeding off.
Was that who
of
you guys
the
played?
energy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And in both sets, we started off, we had good starts, 5-2
Mm-hmm.
starting off. So it was kind of like, I think the crowd was like, whoa, like,
Yeah.
and then they started to rattle off a couple points, and then the crowd got
Really
very into it. But yeah, that is, they they are something else in Brazil. And the amount of people, the entire tournament from the normally for a beach volleyball event, the qualifier, there's like not anyone there. I mean, it's a Wednesday morning, like middle of the day.
Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
And it was a holiday, so they were off, but still packed for the qualifier. Every single game, it was just packed. You're like, this is insane. Like, this is so cool, especially as an athlete, to just go and have the stands be filled, because there are so many locations where we go to.
No one's there.
And no one's there. And that's just awkward. Like, the energy is not there. But every single game.
We rolled up to the gold medal match, and the shuttle dropped us off, and the line around the venue, wrapped through the parking lot, we're like, how do you think that you're going to be getting in?
We were like,
and
yeah,
they just stood there.
Yeah.
They stood there in line the entire game. They put TVs up outside so you could actually watch.
Oh my God.
But everybody was in line.
Yeah. Oh, wait, but how cool. So we had, at our quarterfinal game, there were like people who were like chanting like USA, like very
Which
loudly.
doesn't happen in Brazil.
Yeah. And we were like, we weren't expecting anyone to be here. Like, who is this? And they came up. It was military group they were like based in Brasilia for like a couple
It was so cool.
weeks. And they came, they like had the American flag. And so from our quarterfinals, semis, and finals, they waited in line, and they had to get there very early in order to get a seat. But they were at all of them, like front and center with the American flag, like super loud, very supportive, and it was just really cool. But the fact that it was like the military people, and they even had like some people from the U.S. Embassy like come.
It was
so
That's
cool.
awesome.
It was,
Honestly, it was really, really cool.
Yeah, that sounds
But
awesome.
they were super,
They
just
were
fun.
so loud that I could hear, there was one guy in particular, you could hear his deep voice of USA, and you could tell how proud he was.
Yeah.
And he was there, and he was in the moment, and he was so loud over all the Brazilians, you could still hear him.
Oh, I love that.
Unreal.
Yeah.
How many of them do you think were there? Ballparkish, 20
10.
or more? 10?
Yeah,
10-ish.
8 to 10.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
If you think about it, like they probably had some time off too if they were able to get there for the weekend
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
right? So they're just like loving getting out, familiar faces, taking pride in it. Like that's so cool.
Yeah.
But the one guy said it was like, what are the chances he's going to be in Paris?
No, really?
When the Olympics are happening. Yeah.
The amount of
That's
weird
badass.
little connections and stars aligning is kind of insane.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
But yeah.
I love Brazil. That's like their sport there. I mean, like that's
Oh
what
my
people
gosh.
live for. So,
They
yeah.
love their beach volleyball. And the day before, there was a juniors tournament there. So
okay.
they did a really good job of lining everything up. So
Yeah.
there was beach volleyball players everywhere. The hotel was full of them. I'm sure everybody hated cleaning up after us because that sand.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I
so
can
dirty.
imagine. Yeah.
It's like orange.
All of our
Brown.
suits were like stained. As soon as you took you saw like the edges or whatever touched the sand, brown immediately.
Why? What
The
makes
sand
it
was
just,
so dark.
Yeah,
And
it's,
I don't know what was in it that just, if you touch anything or if you had a white hat on, it was.
It was over.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
I feel like it's all sand in Brazil. Like every place that we've been to has been like that.
Yeah.
Just dirty sand.
Yeah.
Very dark.
Yeah. It
Not
really
white.
is.
Not white. White
Yes,
sand.
definitely not.
Not white sandy beaches.
That's funny.
No, not at all.
And Fogo de Chão. That's how
Fogo
you
de
say
Chão.
it. So
Fogo
you
de
guys,
Chão.
when you guys, so who schooled you on it? Was it the waiter? Was it? Who
It was
showed you?
actually
It was-
the Brazilian coach.
Yeah, Anna Patricia and Duda's coach.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we were all talking in the bus. We were talking about paçoca.
Pasoka.
Paçoca is like peanuts ground up.
Gotcha.
So you put that in your acai because, of course, we had to have
yes,
lots of
of
Brazilian
course,
acai.
yes.
And we were just talking about a bunch of different random words.
Yeah.
And then we were like, is the best Brazilian steakhouse Fogo de
Ciao.
Chão.
You used to say
Oh,
ciao.
Fogo
Look,
de
you don't
Chão.
even remember now. She's
Fogo
like,
de
I'm so
Chão.
cultured now. I don't even remember what it was. She's like, what was it again? That's incredible.
Wow.
That was like 5 days ago, woman.
I haven't slept.
That's so great. Oh, that was hilarious.
Anyway, we learned how to pronounce a lot of things. It was really fun. Those are the fun bus rides where you can take the competition out and you're like, this is a like-minded person. We're all just having
Yeah.
fun. We all love the game. We are doing same
But
things
they
in
found
a
that
different
isn't
country.
a T. The way they is a ch sound. So her name is Clutch.
Clutch.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Clutch
And
and noose.
In
Yeah.
Portuguese? Or
Yeah.
like in like that
Yeah. I
think
accent,
in
like a
Portuguese.
So
Portuguese
they would run up with their phones and they'd be like, clutch, 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 photo, and they would slide their phone in. It was like a triple chin shot.
accent.
And they posted some of them on Instagram, and I'm like,
That
was
is true.
not
For
a good
anyone,
picture.
just for anyone, if you ever come up and take a selfie, please do not hold the camera
Underneath.
underneath. I'm
not
like,
a good call.
Yeah.
like that's not a look.
Yeah, just get
Not
it up.
a
Just get it
look.
up a little bit. Lift it up. Yeah. Better angles. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it was really cool. There were a lot of people. Even though we were in Brazil and we were playing Brazil, there was still a lot of good fans that they were still very supportive of good volleyball,
Yeah.
which was cool.
Yeah. That is.
I still just think it's so cool. Like in the stadium, it is like how we're talking about how they cheer the entire time. I think it is so cool that it is like every single age level is cheering, is like down, like from a 4-year-old to say a 70-year-old man. Like they are all just doing the cheers, and that is, I'm like, you would not see that in America.
Oh, no.
Like no one is
Yeah.
gonna sit there for an entire hour
Day.
and a half at least and just cheer like for your country.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's really cool.
No, I love it. I went there twice for like a week, and then one time I went there for like 2.5 weeks, and I was like, I love this place. I don't want to go. Like I loved it. Yeah, it was awesome. It really was. It was cool.
Man, gosh, crazy.
That is. All right, so talk to me. You guys got back and had to rush over to your high school, right? Or
Yeah.
Mount Carmel. Yeah.
Good old Mount Carmel. They did my.
Was that pep rally? What happened?
It was.
It was
kind of.
It was an assembly.
Okay.
So you know when you're like randomly in high school
Yeah,
and
they're like-
some teacher is like, "Oh yeah, we have an assembly at 11:30." You're
Right.
like, "Perfect, no class for an hour."
Exactly. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah.
But it was before we had left for Brazil. My coach, she's now the AD over there. She had reached out and was like, "Hey, we wanted to do something like for you and Taryn. Like, what dates work?" And I was like, "This is honestly probably the only date."
You know how
That
we
would
keep saying
work.
we're really
Squeeze it,
busy?
yeah.
Kristen squeezes
Yeah.
things in.
Let me get this in
I
here.
do.
Yeah.
It was literally like the only time, and of course they were like, "We'll make it work."
Yeah.
And we go, we walk in, and they have the Olympic rings and balloons. They have like torches and balloons.
Oh my God.
All of the girls walking in had American flags. We were just like,
Like these little.
Did I start crying
Yeah.
a little bit?
Oh
Maybe.
my God.
they're like, we were doing like an interview in like the back room, and all we hear is like USA chants. Like it was very, very cool. But it was also just wild to, I mean, me doing like a public speaking thing or just like being in front of all those people like 8 years ago or even like 2 years ago, I would have been pooping my pants. Literally. Now it's not as much. Still nerve-wracking, but like the fact that we were up there in front of what, like 1,300 kids, like
Now you're
it
just a
is
veteran.
just wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had in the gym, both sides were filled with all of the girls, and then they had 2 microphones set up in the middle of the gym, and girls just got to come up and ask
Oh, that's
whatever
cool.
questions.
Yeah.
They were like journalists. I don't know where they came up with these questions, but they were fantastic questions, and honestly, a couple of them, it took us a little while to come up with an answer because we had never been asked that before.
Yeah.
But
That's cool.
I thought it was so cool how they were strong enough to walk up in front of everybody, stand in line, and then get in front of a mic and ask.
Yeah, heck no, I
Yeah.
would not have asked a question.
It
Yeah,
was,
yeah, no,
I
I
was
get
so
it.
impressed by
Yeah,
the girls too.
yeah.
And then, just the overwhelming support. I think that day I finally realized that we were going to the Olympics.
Wow.
I think it finally
Oh, this
hit
is
me.
news to me.
There we
Yeah.
go.
It was,
Wow.
I think that's why I started like tearing up because USA is so important. And when you get to wear that and then you get to come home and you get to bring a silver medal back to your home. And I didn't even go to school there,
I know,
and they were
that's what I
all
was
so
thinking, yeah.
supportive
Yeah, that's awesome.
and so loving, and I don't know, I was blown away.
And that's what I was thinking. I mean, like, you guys, again, these are the cool moments that I love capturing on camera for you guys too, because you're going to look back and just remember these things, but it's the impact that you have on those girls. Like, I bet you yes, we're probably nervous to do that, but how often do you actually get to walk up to a microphone and ask a question to somebody that's going to represent your country in the Olympics? I was like trying to like put myself in that position of being in high school and being like, oh, this is a basketball. Like if there was a basketball player that played in my high school or something, I'd be like, yes, I don't care how embarrassing this question is. It would be freaking
Yeah.
cool. Like I got chills right now. So like, I think that's the impact again that we always talk about, right? Like on those hard days, on the things, why you guys do this kind of stuff. You have an effect that you guys don't even know about. And it's cool that you have that realization and you're like, damn, this is it. Like we're going to the
Man.
Olympics. That's cool.
Gosh, crazy. And also, in other news, they gave us socks, which no one is aware. but the Mount Carmel socks.
Why is she shaking her
I
head
don't
this
know.
way?
Because she won't stop talking about these socks. However,
I was like,
when we
Kristen has
went
definitely
there,
talked about this a lot.
I got Mount Carmel socks. So now I have 2 pairs.
Yeah.
myself.
Now you understand? Are they?
And I was like, do not steal them.
Are they
And
really nice?
Did I put them on immediately when I got home? Yes.
Are they not
I tried,
the most
I
comfortable?
tried running into your room to telling you about it, and you were like, I have a migraine. So she wasn't as
Sorry, my
excited.
head was pounding and I wanted to throw up everywhere.
Somebody was stabbing my brain. That's hilarious.
But
I was like,
what
so I
makes
guess
them
I'll be
special?
excited about my socks somewhere else.
I don't know what brand they are or anything, but they are just the most like fluffiest, like perfect. They're not like too thick,
Yeah.
but like the perfect thickness, and they just are like clouds on your feet.
Yeah, I can appreciate it. I'm a big sock person. I don't know what it is. If like a good pair of socks makes me
Yeah.
weirdly happy. Like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
that day for the assembly, I wore my MCA socks, which means I kept them from 8 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So now
That-
that
so they have some-
I have 2
She's a
fresh
hoarder.
pairs.
They're adorable, too.
Yeah, they are.
They can
But now
withstand some stuff.
I may have to truck those and
Just
break
upgrade.
out the 2
Yeah.
new fresh pair.
Just
like,
upgrade.
oh,
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Wait,
All right.
speaking of new things that we just got, we got home. We do a little bit of shopping, sometimes
Just a
when we're
little.
on the
Yeah,
road and
yeah.
we're bored a little bit. And
Mainly
then we come
Taryn.
home to whatever.
You're talking to a collector. It's okay. I get it. Trust me.
So we come home and we get packages, and I was opening the
Oh.
mailbox, and when you get in your mailbox, you get one of the keys, and then it's like
Oh,
a bigger
yeah.
box.
Yep.
I was so excited. And I find this box, and I had to wait for Kristen to come home because she was a little bit after me. And we opened it up
That's
together.
really nice that you waited, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
thank you.
Yeah.
Do you always wait for me to open packages?
Yes,
No, you don't.
Oh.
I asked you.
I'm sipping my tea over here.
Anyway.
Stirring the pot. Yeah, that's good.
Anyway, we were gifted the most precious thing ever. They were actually 2 bowls that said TKN 81124 from our podcast,
What?
and a little bowl, like a dog bowl for Paris the puppy.
So it was from Loon. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Loon. I'm so sorry, but we had met him in Stade, Switzerland, like
Okay.
what, like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Okay.
And just like such an awesome follow on Instagram.
He's
Like
so much
coolest,
fun.
like coolest guy. And he started doing pottery stuff. And
Oh, that's
he
cool.
was like, "Oh, send if you have any like requests. I'm still like working on it. Like, let me know." And there was a specific like glaze or something that he had put on like a bowl. It was like this blue thing, and I had been wanting blue like bowls, and I was like, "Oh my gosh! Like, I love that. Like, I would totally happily accept something." And he was like, "Oh my goodness, I got you guys." And
I
he
didn't know that
freaking
she
sent
sent
it.
that, and I messaged him a day later, and I was like, I sent him a pottery piece that I found on my Explore page,
Yeah.
and I was like, I will pay you to make me one of these in pink. And he's like, I'm not accepting payments. I still have to get better. And I was like, no, I want to pay you for this. And he's
Yeah.
like, no, it's a gift. And the fact that he threw those pots for us, it was.
But I definitely
We have to get some pictures of these pots.
Yeah,
They're
no.
so
Yeah.
cool.
it's so
gonna
good,
follow
and he
him on
really,
Instagram, too.
you really,
Yes.
you need to, because his business, I'm telling you, it's gonna be booming.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So Loon,
He's
you guys
re-
got to send me
it's
his
so
picture,
Yeah.
especially if he's a podcast
Wait, it's
person.
on our stories right now.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, it might be gone now.
Yeah, I don't know
know.
if
I don't even know
TKN
what day it
or
is.
TKN
I
or
think
individuals?
No, individuals.
Ours. Yeah.
But yeah, it's really cool. But he really is a good. He does like questions, which I feel like you could definitely do as
Oh my
well.
gosh. You know
But
what? We
he
should
does it
collab
very-
on that because I love his questions and I answer them every day.
Well, he does like questions on his stories and stuff,
Yeah,
like
so
polls
it
or
would,
whatever.
be, it would be like the
Let's
most
see.
random things of when you take
No,
a
you
bite
guys
of
are
your
just-
sandwich, are you taking it from
Yeah.
the left, middle, right? Just
I love that.
Random,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna follow him. What's it? I'll get
Yeah.
it from you guys later. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the show notes too. For
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, no,
if he's
he is-
especially if he's a podcast listener, yeah, we
Yeah,
want to show some
he-
love.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
we
cool.
appreciate
But
it,
that's
and also
again
thank
where
you,
it's
Loon,
just-
for always repping our hat.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate it.
Let's go.
It's really cool to see all of the different locations of people. I mean, he's in Seattle. Like
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
we've seen him in Switzerland, and then
Oh, he's
it's-
American. He's a U.S. citizen.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he
I thought you
went
were
to
saying
go
he was
watch.
from.
Yeah.
He went to Switzerland to go
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah,
I
and
love
he was
that.
in Kristen's uniform.
Yeah.
One of these.
Oh my god.
And
I
then they
love it.
peppered together, and it was really cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's sick.
cool.
Let's go.
Wait. Speaking of
What?
gear and merchandise, we dropped
Yes.
our.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Tell me about that. It,
Can we-
it went semi well.
Yeah.
Just a little bit above average.
So the Slunks put out
No.
Slunks put out
Yeah.
a new shirt, and they were just doing like a small batch just to see like what the most popular sizes would be,
What
because
the
they didn't want to
styles,
like
yeah.
Yeah, a little
order a
test run.
bulk,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
and then within an hour, all of it was sold out.
Oh my god.
It was like, holy crap!
It was really cool.
yeah. it
Women's
was
stuff
wild.
only.
No, men's too.
Yeah,
And you guys didn't tell me. Okay.
We don't
just
like
for
Anthony.
everyone knows,
I'm not-
it'll be at most 2 more weeks,
Yes.
but it could be like under a week or a week and a half when it'll all
So-
be back.
Did you
in
guys
stock.
post about it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I gotta do better. Algorithm's got to pick it up. Better.
Yeah.
I feel like I
That's it.
engage so much with your guys' stuff. How do I not get this on the
That's
top
the
of my
thing.
page?
I was actually talking to Chelsea yesterday, and she was like, "Yeah, I went to go play. I saw that you guys dropped your line. I had to go play my game, and I came back, and it was sold out." I was like, "Yeah, it took an hour.
It happened
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, so as
Damn.
soon as it drops the next time,
Yeah.
I'll
Be
buy
on there.
it
Yeah,
right
yeah,
away.
That's
But
but
yeah,
that's awesome.
hopefully we get that up.
That's
sooner
really
than
cool.
later.
Good for you
But
guys. That's
yeah,
really cool.
it was really. These
Yeah.
are just like goosebump moments
Yeah.
where you're like, wow, thank you, everybody.
But yeah, for everyone who's like asking questions about the restock, it'll be about like 2 weeks, maybe a week to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we are sorry that it sold out, but we had no
Thank you.
idea.
Yeah.
we had no idea
That's a
what to
good-
expect.
Yeah, it's a good thing. No, don't.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know that you're super nice and you're apologizing, but it's a good thing. There's a high demand for it.
Yeah.
And I think that makes your like even me as I'm like, all right, well, I'm locked in now. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna be following even more. Like
Yeah.
it makes it fun. Again, I'm a collector, so like scarcity, rarity, all that kind of stuff. I think it plays into the
good-
whole
good
demand
thing.
thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
that was
Sweet.
cool.
Yeah.
That is
Man.
really cool.
Wow.
So, talked about some photo shoots that you guys had. You kind of mentioned them earlier, and you got some new sponsors. So, what is it?
Dermalogica.
Dermalogica.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that a local?
Skincare? Do you remember?
Yeah,
When we were
no,
talking all about skincare.
Yeah. And I saw it on your story. But so what is that? A local company? National? What is it? National brand?
National,
Yeah, national.
yeah,
Okay,
national
cool.
brand.
Really big.
Yeah.
But yeah, the main thing is
I obviously need to take care of my skin some more. So sorry, pay attention.
no, it's dynamic skin recovery,
Yeah.
SPF
Yeah.
50. So
I'm
it's like
aging.
a daily moisturizer with
Nice.
sunscreen.
Yeah.
So I mean, we use it every single
We
day,
are
twice a
obsessed
day,
with
3 times a
sunscreen.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
it is funny when there's commentators and they're like, they play beach volleyball, but it doesn't really look like it. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I think that is
absolutely.
a compliment.
Yeah.
The
But
fact that our face and our necks are a different color than the rest of our bodies.
Yeah.
I gave it. I was like, Mom, because they sent us some stuff, and I was like, Mom, here, try it out. And like the other day, she was like, So, do you have any more of that stuff? She was like, I love it.
It really
Yes.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting older and I need to start paying attention to that stuff. So that's good. That's good. I need to get into it. So I'm gonna check them out. And then with what's the water company?
yeah, Evermore.
Yeah,
Wait, it's based in Covington, Louisiana.
that's right. I think we kind
Yeah.
of talked about it last show before we went on air
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, that's.
In Covington, man.
And you guys didn't know until they kind of like reached out, or you knew that.
I
you
had
did-
heard- I had
you
heard of
about it.
Evermore,
Didn't
but
we
I
get
didn't
it
know.
when we were at the airport. Didn't we get
Yeah, we
more
did.
bottles? And then the deal came right after that. We were like, okay.
That's
But
so
I had
awesome. Yeah.
I had seen Evermore and stuff before, but I had no idea that it was a Louisiana-based company. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, well, this is amazing.
Yeah.
That is really amazing. Wow, congratulations. So you guys did a photo shoot with them too, or
Yes,
Yeah.
right after our assembly, we did a photo shoot out in the sand, and yeah,
nice?
they were
have-
really cool to
Are
work
they out?
with.
The photos, videos, are they out already?
Oh,
They're
no, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
not
so
yet.
we'll be staying tuned for those.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good. Well, you guys are killing it. I think we'll let you guys go here in a couple minutes because we're at 29 minutes. But what you guys got coming up? It says you guys kind of got AVP coming up.
AVP.
First AVP, we get to
Real
go
quick.
back to that Wilson volleyball.
That's
Which
where it was?
so weird at practice yesterday for the first time since September of last year. We played with the Wilson ball.
Really?
It's so different. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what's the
The thing went
as
flying.
as a non like I don't play every day, so
one is like it's a little heavier. So
which one?
the
Wilson.
the Wilson,
Okay,
the AVP
yeah.
Wilson, and it does not. You won't see it move as much. So like a serve, it's gonna stay true on line.
Okay.
It will not. Whereas the Mikasa, the FIVB one,
Yep.
You just expect it to just go
yeah,
crazy.
it'll like
Gotcha.
drop
Okay.
sometimes. It's
Yeah.
harder to get pace on the Mikasa just
Okay.
because it's a little like lighter and airier. Whereas this one, you could thump some balls.
Nice. Which one's harder? You said that one.
Yeah, I would say
This one's heavier.
It's
Heavier.
like, yeah.
Okay, heavier, not harder. Okay.
yeah,
Very
it's
cool.
a little more dense.
So how much does that change your guys' practices? Like, do you guys do different things to adjust to it, or is it just like, all right, cool, we just got to get the ball in our hands again, just kind of
Yeah.
feel it and everything?
Yeah,
You gotta
just
feel
getting
it out.
Getting
Yeah.
the feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we go straight from AVP Huntington to Portugal.
Yeah.
So we're going to be flipping balls 3
Yeah.
days later to go
Gotcha.
play in an
Yeah.
event. So it's kind of
Interesting.
like got to flip to flip, but
Yeah.
you figure it out.
You make it work. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's harder? Which way is harder to adjust to? Is it harder to go from Mikasa to Wilson or other way around?
They're harder to go from Wilson to Mikasa.
Mikasa, for sure.
Gotcha. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then I had a question. I was wondering this. Since you guys have qualified technically, right, for Paris, what's the point of, and I think I know the answer, but I just wanted to just check, but like, what are you guys still doing the Elite 16 events for? Is that still for like world championships and all that kind of
For
stuff?
fun,
Or-
we're bored.
Yeah, just make sure you just want to travel the world, I guess. I just never been to Portugal, so.
We actually haven't, but
Really? Nice.
On June 9th, that's the day that the Olympic list officially comes out.
Gotcha.
And so you have up until June 9th to collect as many points. And yes, it qualifies you, but then the other main piece of why we're playing, it's
Seeding?
for seeding.
Yeah.
So if you're a 1 through 6 seed, you hold your seed, which is
Right.
huge in the Olympics.
Yep.
So we found that out
Yeah.
really late.
So we've been
but-
Brazil is
Gotcha.
AP and Duda have already they've locked up the 1 seed. So we're now all of these tournaments we've really been fighting just to keep either the 2 or 3 seed.
Gotcha. Nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That'd be so badass to just be like, yeah, we're number 2 going into the Olympics.
Yeah.
Woo.
it's the goal.
That's awesome. Who are you guys competing with? Who's the next couple teams that are right in the mix with you guys?
It'll be
Hughes and
Hughes
Chang,
Yep.
and then
It's basically
Brazil's Barbara Carroll.
Us and Hughes and Chang have kind of locked up 2 and 3.
You guys are
It just
battling
depends on
between you two.
yeah.
okay.
I think I'm pretty
Very
sure.
cool. Okay, great. Yeah.
And then
Great.
Barbara Carroll.
Barbara
maybe.
Carroll. So U.S.
Four.
and Brazil,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah. And
Correct.
that's kind of 2 powerhouses, right? Like
Yeah.
at least in the beach volleyball world.
Yeah.
Very nice, ladies.
I think I could be wrong because then you also have like Stomskoon, Melissa
You have
Brandy,
Stomskoon,
Hurley Brunner.
Canada, yeah.
I don't know.
There's
who won gold in the last one?
Hurley Brunner?
Yeah,
Swiss?
that's what I
The
thought. Right,
Switzerland,
Swiss. Yeah,
yeah.
they won. That's what you were
Yeah.
just saying is kind of in the mix, right? In the top 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
The next, or 2 to 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
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 Did you guys play them this last tournament?
No, we played difference with
Right?
Zoe
Zoe
and
Nesmith.
Esme.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, played them
Okay, so-
twice.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
was gonna say, right?
absolutely, they are hysterical, and we don't usually hang out with a lot of people. Like, we kind of stick to ourselves, and we
Yeah,
just kind of
yeah.
have dinner and, go do our thing. Those 2 we had dinner with after we played them.
Really?
Twice.
I love that.
Yeah, we were playing them the next morning and we had dinner with them.
Yeah,
the next-
Wow.
and it was so cool because it was kind of a mutual understanding of, hey, tomorrow we can not be friends on
Right.
the court, but
For about 45 minutes, we're going to go do
Yeah.
this thing, but otherwise, we're cool.
yeah, and it was so nice and so refreshing and so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also were balling. We were like, we're playing
Why are we getting the hottest team?
The hottest team right now on a
Yeah.
freaking killer run, and we play them twice in the
Oh,
tournament.
that sucks. Yeah.
No, they're doing
You guys
really
did what you had to do.
Yeah.
Huh? That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fanboy over Zoe a little bit. Like, yeah, fan. That's awesome, though. All right, well, I'll let you guys get out of here. What do you guys have the rest of the day? Practice?
We have an
We have an-
eval
a
and then practice,
yeah.
and then I get to go pick up Eric.
Let's
from the
go. I was
airport.
going to ask. I was a little disappointed that he wasn't here, so I didn't know if he was in town yet. I was hoping he wasn't in town because I knew you wouldn't do that to me, but
Yeah.
you would bring
No.
him if he was here.
Sued.
Yes. Is he going to be around this weekend? So are you guys going to bring him to the shop? Let's go. My buddy.
Yeah.
He's
I'll
good.
share him with
Yes,
you.
just give me a couple hours. He's not going to want to go down to New Orleans with you. He'll stay at the shop and watch baseball with us. He'll be here when you get back. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah,
recruit him
yeah.
to stay for a little while. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. But thank you guys. This was awesome as always. Thank you guys for fitting this in. Again, I enjoyed being part of your guys' story and helping you guys kind of document this journey. But keep killing it. Good luck this. Is it this weekend in
Next weekend.
Next
Next
weekend.
weekend,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
And then Portugal, right?
Yep.
And then we'll see you guys back hopefully for another one.
Yeah.
Heck
All right.
yeah.
Wow.
Hopefully some more hardware.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Well done. Before we go, shout out to
Bienvenue. Oh,
Yes.
wait, you say it.
Bienvenue Wealth.
Hey, that was,
That was
good.
really good. Did
Yeah.
you practice?
No, I heard you say it just now.
Oh.
I'm feeling sharp this morning. I had a coffee. Yeah, I'm locked in. I worked out. I'm good. The brain's working well.
She was ready to
Bienvenue.
be fully supportive. You were there. You were
I
so
was.
excited.
I was.
At least I'm honest. I'm self-aware. I still struggle with it. I don't know why, because I know a lot of Spanish too, so I have no idea why I struggle. But
It's hard.
yeah, that's good.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, we got to
Thank
shout them out. Obviously, they make this happen for us and everything and help support you guys and support us to help you guys kind of document this. So just always showing them some love. Obviously, we always have their watermark. Make sure you guys go check them out. We always tag them in the show notes and on social media. So show them some love. And if you guys are looking to build some wealth and invest some money and kind of plan for the future, make sure you guys check them out. Reach out to them.
Beautiful.
it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Peace.
Sometimes I think